Give us a minute to set this up.
Morning, guys.
Morning.
Thank you for staying here, everyone. I know it's been a long day, but it's a day that you learn a lot from the experience of others, and that's how we grow as a real estate broker.
Okay, let Kerwin and I talk about ourselves for a while, if you don't mind. Yes? Our short presentation for 10 minutes for that. Okay.
I just want to introduce here to everyone Remax Capital. I'm Kerwin Yu, the chairman of the board of Remax Capital, and this is my business partner, Attorney Charles Lejano, Director of Legal Affairs for Remax Capital. Thank you, Robert, for this opportunity for us to share our knowledge to the best real estate practitioners here in the Philippines. And also, thank you for Mr. Fong of Century 21 who shared their knowledge, and I'm sure we can learn from those mistakes, and that's how we can run the business better from their mistakes and how we change it. Well, let's start off first with our mission. First, our mission is to be the preferred real estate company for both local and foreign clients, and to become a key contributor to the Philippine real estate profession and economy. Next is our vision. Our vision is to provide a solid platform for real estate professionals to develop expertise and thrive in business by removing distractions so that they may focus on the most important task, which is to sell real estate.
Okay, so Kerwin has introduced to you our company. It's called Remax Capital. We are one among various Remax franchisees here in the Philippines. And just to give you a quick background there, the reason why we chose Remax, with due respect to the people from Century 21 and from the other franchises here present, Remax is number 5 in the world when it comes to franchises. Not just in real estate, but in franchises in general. The only 4 franchises that ranked higher than Remax globally were McDonald's, 7-Eleven, Dunkin' Donuts, and the UPS store. Number 5 in the world for all franchises, Remax. And that being said, nobody sells more real estate globally than Remax. And here is a quick comparison from the 2018 results. You have Remax, Keller Williams, Homevestors, White and Realty One Group. Number 1, si Remax when it comes to real estate franchising in general. Now, here you go. Why choose Remax? As mentioned by Mr. Fong earlier today, there is a need for a brand. Everybody knows your Nenes Carinderia is gonna fare well in that little community, but then when the Jollibee opens next door, there is a shift in how the consumer consumes your product. In our case, we are real estate brokers. We have to set ourselves apart from the common area that we practice in. No? So Remax gives us global brand leadership. And one other thing is that you're able to synergize different expertise from your business partners. Like in our case, in Remax Capital, Mr. Yu is our serial entrepreneur. He is our Chinese businessman. I am the lawyer. And we have another guy, he is our president, Mr. Juan Pata. He's our numbers guy. Kiyosaki says you need this in every successful real estate business. You need at least a lawyer, an accountant, and a bunch of other service-oriented people in order to complete your real estate team. And that's what we have, fortunately, in Remax Capital. Of course, why Remax? Remax gives us a chance to offer unlimited earning potential. As we all know, the real estate industry in the Philippines is quite robust. So when it comes to being able to offer earning potential to anybody who joins us, that's always available. No? You're not going to get these kinds of returns anywhere else. But then, of course, as with anything, you have to work for it. And when it comes to Remax, we strive to inculcate building one's business. No? Like for example, I have some lawyering that I do on the side. Kerwin here is a owner of multiple businesses as well. I have some investments in a restaurant. It's called High Chicks and Steaks. You may have heard of it, and I'm able to do a morning news show with One News every morning. So the point is, this business, when you enter a Remax, you're able to manage your time in such a way, you have your control over time in such a way that you're able to gather multiple income streams simultaneously in a 24-hour period, simply because the company has taken away all of the distractions. And we're going to talk about that a little bit more later. And finally, why Remax? We are able to obtain the shared mentorship and expertise of not just ourselves among Remax Capital. We're able to tap all of the senior brokers from all of the other franchises, over 100 plus agents for Remax all over the Philippines. You have your Eddie Boy Santos, you have your Marisa Prats Garcia, and a bunch of other notable professionals from just within the Remax network that you can always rely upon for professional advice. And when you're dealing with a Remax agent or broker, rest assured that nandun na yung quality, because these people have been sifted and have also shared the mentorship and expertise of everybody who came along. This is our group. That's our little office at 8 Rockwell, and with a bunch of partners. Mr. Kenneth Stern was here earlier. He's the country manager from Remax Philippines. And yeah, that's our president, Mr. Juan Bata, in the middle. Alright, quickly, why would you not enter into a real estate business for yourself? Number one, there's legislation. If you're not a licensed broker, problema yan. You have to rely on a licensed broker in order to do your business, no? That's legislation. At the same time, they changed the rules. It's not that easy anymore to recruit just any real estate broker because of the change in the rules. As we're all aware, the exam is not that easy to take anymore. You have to take the BS real estate and all that, so legislation. Capital expenditure, most importantly. It takes you X million pesos to set up your business. And even then, you have to set up your accounting staff. You have to set up your people who will do the liaison work to and from the different offices, government offices. You have your lead generation. You have your matchmaking. And if you're lucky, you might even have accountant. So, lack of experience. Expertise in network will always be a barrier to entry. Most importantly, it's the time required in doing all of the legwork yourself. You could be the best real estate broker in the Philippines, but then if you spread yourself thin, if you're distracted by all of your deals occurring all at once, it becomes more difficult for you. Okay, now we move on to what sets Remax Capital apart.
So what sets Remax Capital apart from other real estate brokerage firms in the Philippines? Number one is we're the only real estate firm with a partnership program. It's a program wherein you can start as an apprentice, work your way up as an associate, become a mentor, and eventually be a partner. So that actually led us to the recent merger with the GH Heritage Realty with Gary Hablera and his team, which is a milestone for Remax Capital and a proof that our business model and what we have is something different. And that made him move from his 12-year brokerage to a 4-year-old brokerage. And that's the main reason. Then another one is we're the only real estate firm in the Philippines with a single level residual income. It's actually an incentive to encourage associates to recruit. And we incentivize from our share, from Remax Capital share. And we also have a growth strategy, an organic growth strategy wherein we have a similar system to a law firm wherein you work your way up. Plus, we have an entrepreneurial culture within Remax Capital. Just like what Attorney Charles said, he's also a lawyer, a licensed real estate broker, and a restaurant owner in High Chicks. Like Attorney Monina right there, she's a lawyer, she's a licensed real estate broker, and she works for a Hong Kong firm for offshore accounts. So you can work with Monina right there. So I myself, I'm also part of the Z Hostel group and the Draft group. So us in Remax Capital, we really encourage having multiple income streams because it's always better to rely on multiple ones than just one. And also, we have a superior back office support. Normally, in an office, you have a liaison officer and an office manager. You'll be able to run your business. But what we did is to make sure that our associates has support, we have a matchmaker, we have a sales admin, we have a leasing officer. What does the matchmaker do? The matchmaker, he goes through all the Viber groups, goes through all the WhatsApp group and the emails and matches it with our listing so that your listing will work for you. And aside from that, we have a sales admin. A sales admin who can help you with documentations for pre-selling sales and secondary sales. So there you can delegate your documentations work and focus on selling, because that's our main goal here in the real estate industry. So,
Alright, we were just given a few minutes to speak now, but then in sum, our business model caters to not just the startup who wants to establish his or her own business. Kasi we encourage everybody who's gonna join Remax Capital to have a sense of ownership, to have a sense na this is your office, you are the professional, and it is up to us to bring out the best in you. And it is up to us, Remax Capital, to make sure that you thrive as a real estate broker, and as we've been saying over and over, to remove all of the distractions. Lahat yan, yung documentation, accounting, matchmaking, all of the necessary processes that I'm sure we're all familiar with and have all toiled over the past few years. We tried to centralize all of that. We had to take all of that away from you so that you guys, whoever decides to join Remax Capital, can focus on the selling. And not just that now. With the arrival of this man, Mr. Gary Hablero, he's a seasoned broker, specializes in the Rockwell district. We have also expanded our wings to include senior mentors who are willing and able to contribute to the cause of Remax Capital. At the same time, if they don't want to worry anymore about running their own real estate office, if they just want to do the selling themselves and leave the running of the business to the young millennials, we're also open to those types of partnerships. We're actually in the market for that right now.
okay, let me end this with a quote that I think sums up how we grew from in 4 years, from 1 to 35 in 4 years. I'll go with this African proverb saying, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Thank you guys.
Okay, we're narrowing down to the end. Let me call, much awaited also, been waiting for a lot of brains to pick here. Ria Yamsuan. She just does a lot of project management. Recently, she just, can I say it? About grabbing the project management for Dennis Wui, for Clark. Okay. 10 nuts. I don't know, yung mga Panggalusian Ayala land. And that was initiated years ago when nag-uumpisa pa lang yun dito. She's the one that was managing that also. When Rockwell went into trouble here, umuulan and all that, wala pa yung admin yan, she fixed that problem herself. Here to share her insights, Ria Yamsuan.